Bradley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Steelers going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hey, when the playoffs begin, you always find out who's ready to go and who's ready to elevate their game and who the superstars are. And Antonio Brown fits that description big time. How about it? 2 of his first 3 catches, long-distance touchdowns against Miami. He was ready to go.
And remember, he's a Miami kid. He's born down there, but now fully adjusted to the cold temperatures.
Fully adjusted and truly one of the best receivers in the game. There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And fourth down coming up.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go! Band 38! Band 38!
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
Flex round! Flex round!
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now let's shift our attention back to the Pittsburgh offense. They had, as we mentioned earlier, Roethlisberger, Bell, Brown all out there for the playoff win. Those guys had all had a week off, and they had mentioned, you heard this during the broadcast, they were already preparing for Miami before they knew that was definitely the opponent.
When you have that luxury of knowing you're locked into your spot in the playoffs, you can do that sort of thing. As you mentioned, they rested their big guys against Cleveland. So the week of practice against the Browns, they worked against them, but they also started to look ahead and added in periods or use certain periods to prepare for the Dolphins and maybe another opponent they thought they might get. That's just good planning by Mike Tomlin, the head coach.
Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
You have to cut me off because, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and it'll bring up third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. A gain of 11 and a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. A screen to Bell. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Left!
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Let's go!
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Prescott now on 2nd down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the sneak, it's Prescott. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Prescott to throw this time. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 68 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here. The NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 4. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete. But no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
He completes it to Bryant. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Go, go,
Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top,
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darius Hayward-Bay from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! 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 Flex round!
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Final play of the half. Prescott trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Dallas first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A give to Elliott. Fighting through. And the cutback to the sideline. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Toss left to Elliott. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for him.
He's got a man. It's Williams. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. Now Elliott. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try again with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On second down, it's Bell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back now in Arlington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's complete to Brown, right side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, and this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio!
Elliott, toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to try and go deep again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Black 5. Right, check. 59.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Tackle made there by Justin Durant. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one that we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often. It's a gain of 14 there, and the Steelers are going to have a first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.